Hang in there. I forgot I didn't make coffee. Give me like 5 minutes. All right. Water is boiling. What's going on, Moogie? How you doing, Airborne? What's going on, guys? Very happy hump day to you. I just got back from the gym. Got a tricep and a bicep workout in. And I am really tired. Went on my Dog Mountain hike yesterday, Moogie. Finally got a sub 1 hour PB. I was very proud of myself. Crushed it. Made it from bottom to top in 58 minutes and like 30 seconds or something. And finally got my goal of under an hour on my 4th attempt. So I think I'm ready now to go to Costco and buy their weighted vest. Put a little weight on, really get those calves bulked up, you know. I'll tell you what, man, I somehow got the energy to go to the gym today. I was able to get in like 2/3 of my workout, but man, it sucked. Every rep hurt. Like I only did about 2/3 to 3/4 of my normal, you know, like normal sets that I do. And man, I have zero energy. Couldn't lift as heavy as I normally lift either. But you know, the good news is I still got the workout in, right? I still got there, still did it. I'm proud of that. But all right, let's rock and roll. We got a world record attempt to get into today. So let's do it. Back on the old reserve. You want to get called out so you don't have to put up with Stampede. Is that the rodeo? The Stampede's like the big rodeo, right? In Canada. How you doing, Jambon? We have Abby hanging out. She's actually under her cat tree. She's in that box underneath. You wish it was just a big rodeo. Well, what more does it entail? What more do they have there? Ninjabi. Yeah. There's actually 2 boxes underneath there. She's in the bottom one. Well, we'll see how today's going to go. Like I said, I considered taking today off. I've actually taken the day off of this hike every week for 3 weeks in a row. So the first week I felt like I could try to stream after. But like on the other side of the coin, I could nap. Like it's not that I'm tired. Tired's not the right word for how I feel. I feel like I have zero energy. I feel like that's different than tired though. You know what I mean? Does that make sense at all? That like, you know, I just got up, I got a workout in, like, you know, I'm not really like physically tired. It's just like doing things is hard. The energy to do things is tough right now. So that's kind of like what I'm dealing with today. Like, but the good news is I felt good enough to try and go for a stream. Where the last 3 weeks, like, no shot, just zero chance. I mean, no shot that I could entertain anything but like laying in bed all day or laying by the pool all day, you know. So we'll see how it goes today. Hope for the best. I think we got to save 90 seconds to WR now, so we shaved off another 22 minutes or something on the last PB on Monday. Just need a playground skip, a little better bio on bottom swell, and should be an easy WR. So let's see what we got. And if I die early today, I've already decided I'm just going to call it a day. If I die to MK, I die at the temple, die to somewhere 4 or 5 hours in. That's it. Go lay by the pool for the rest of the day. And so on that note, that's the deal. 3, 2, 1, go. That's pretty great. I know, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I got to the gym and I still worked out today. I can't believe that, honestly. And the workout probably was better than nothing. Like, I didn't get my normal workout in, but will I benefit from it still? Probably, yeah. I bet I get gains out of that workout, even though, like, I'm not happy with it. So, at the end of the day, it was better than nothing. I'm improving with every hike, obviously. I PB'd, and I'm able to consider streaming today. So that's a huge improvement. So, like, I'm really happy today. I just, getting through an 8-hour run, full steam, 100% effort, that's going to be the challenge today. Like, I could definitely just, like, close my eyes and drift off. Not that I am, but, I kind of feel like that. How you doing, Dizzle? Thanks for the 250 stream streak. Yeah, happy hump day. You believe in me? Well, all right. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure I believe in myself today. But you're going to get what you're going to get. It is what it is. I got an attempt in me. Well, we're going to go for nothing but speed. We're not going to get any potions. We're going to go cut out all of the fluff that I certainly still was not cutting out last run. Even in a very, like, lazy attempt on Monday, to come within 90 seconds of it shows how easy it'll be to WR this category. As, that was 0 practice on any boss fights and no menus at all. Still nearly world recorded on Monday. All it would have taken was getting playground skip, and we did. That easy. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you, Kingsley. Going against a pretty solid start in 847. That's not a bad guard score. I don't know. I think it's super. Honestly, I've not looked at it today. You know, I was legitimately thinking about streaming shirtless today. I was actually shirtless at the start of the stream. I was still like getting ready from the shower, but after the workout. But I was thinking about streaming shirtless today. I'm not someone who cares about that. Like I have plenty of confidence, is what I mean. But and I'm looking pretty good lately from the gym. I'm actually like, you know, I'm finally getting there. I can finally see the progress, and that's exciting, you know. Want to see a P-Town cooking stream? Well, good luck. How you doing, Tash? May the cloud be non-possessed and the playground be skipped. Yeah, if we run the identical run to Monday and we get playground skip, we will WR today. That's all it takes. As we did not get playground skip on Monday, so I'd love to see that today. We don't obviously need it, but... And it's kind of nice that the PB doesn't get it, because then if we miss it, we're not 90 seconds in the red to start the run. In a way, it's really nice. Hey, Fasten, how you doing? Kind of a perfect outcome, really. Hey, you doing, Jay? Good to see you. What a weird day. No World Cup action today, right? Until tomorrow. Yeah, it's a very long escape there. But did I watch any of the World Cup yesterday? Yeah. Did I watch any? I rewatched the Argentina Egypt game last night. I found a replay of it, and man, that was an incredibly good game. Incredibly exciting. That is the best game of the tournament, I think. That I've seen so far. Work reports aren't updating until Friday, so taking a break. Yeah, it was a very interesting game. Messi missed a penalty kick. You hardly ever see that. Then the team became the first team in history to come back by 2 goals down after the 75th minute and win in regulation. Never had been done before. I mean, that's a miss. A save is a miss. And who was the rifle on here? I mean, in my head, a save was a miss. It was not a particularly great attempt. But man, in that final 15 minutes, Argentina just turned it on. You know what I don't understand about what I don't understand about soccer theory is Egypt was the demonstrably better team for the vast majority of that match. They're up 2-0, and frankly, should have been up 3-0 because they had a goal that was disallowed. That was, well, I wouldn't say bullshit. It was debatable. It definitely was a debatable call. However, like, I don't disagree with that being overturned. I think it was fine. I think it, but you know, if you're gonna get mad about it as like an Egypt fan, you know, I understand. But it was a foul to begin it. The referee allowed play to continue with the understanding he was going to go look at that foul. So it wasn't like post-goal, they just decided, oh, we're going to go look at something now. That's not what happened. I mean, the referee with intent saw that foul, was smart. This is what a smart ref does. He allows the breakaway to play out. And in fact, he did it perfectly. Just like in the NBA, if there's a foul, you allow them to like finish the play. And then he went back and he looked at the foul. And he determined it was a foul. That's how that process is supposed to go. Ouch. Ow. I mean, a little bit in the red, but what are you gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna grind beginning. But that behind us. You know what I don't understand about soccer theory is Egypt, like, Egypt was the better team in that game. Until the 70th minute, when they brought on like 3 subs. And they totally just lost like the flow of the game and the momentum and everything just turned into Argentina's, you know, way. What I don't quite understand about situations like that is why the coach, when you're up 2-0 with 15 minutes left, why he just doesn't decide, I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna leave everyone in. I'm not gonna sub anyone. I'm just gonna let this play out. It's working. It's going great. Like, why bring in 3 entire subs, change the complexion of the team, change the momentum, become more defensive, which is why they lost. They no longer tried to like hold the ball anymore. I don't get that out of teams. Like, if I were the coach, I would just keep riding my guys like a fucking stallion until they die at that point in the game, because they're winning. They clearly are the better team. They have the momentum. Why fuck with it? Why fuck with what you have going? Run them until Solid drops dead, you know? I don't care. Like, you know, they just had to get through 15 more minutes. And they couldn't do it? I don't know. I understand that fatigue becomes a factor and then a new player is better, but I would like to see teams stop just like going full defensive at the end, because that's what happens. A better team like Argentina, if they're going to have 100% of the ball, is just going to score. You can't just allow them 100% of the ball for 15 minutes straight. John Madden once said, the only thing that prevent defense prevents is you winning. Hey, great motto there. And very applicable to that Egypt game, in my opinion. But I mean, it's applicable to every team you see. Every team does that. If they're up by a goal or two and they're the team that's like, you know, the underdog, they just like fortify the defense and that's it. But so often you see that fail. But that being said, favorite game of the tournament to watch by me, for me. I thought it was an incredibly fun match. Okay there, Kingsley. So I got my workout in the gym today, and it was great. It was all in the solace of my own workout, and no one else was there, and that's been my experience so far. I have my own gym in my where I live, and it's a multi-use gym. Multiple people can... Ooh, we have Abby maybe coming up to say hi. You gonna keep going, Ab? You gonna keep going? You gonna keep going? We're halfway up. She's just chilling right now. Abby, I'll give you a treat if you get up there. I'll give you some treats. I will. Oh no, she went from her She went from the bottom tier cubby to the middle tier cubby. Now she's directly under that. God damn it, Abby. Oh, she's shaking the cam. You can even see her in it. You know, I go through this process. I slave to set up this perfect cam for her, and then she just ignores it. Such is life. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. There she is. I spoke too soon. She was scratching the, she was using the scratch tree. She's back, Jack. Nice Jessie skip there. Well, there you guys go. Abby, for your viewing pleasure today. Licking her booty. Yeah, that was a really nice Jessie. As good as they come. How are you doing, Fasten? Haven't seen you in a couple days. How's the summer treating you? How's work? How's the kiddo? How's life? My creatine coffee. I got my strawberry smoothie today. Strawberry banana smoothie. Already hit up Costco for some shopping. Got some Rainier beer in the fridge. Yep, Abby's hanging out, grooming. Yep. Oh, I have her lights. We can mount her lights during the 2-minute flashback, guys. So I got 3 puck LED attachable, you know, adhesive lights that arrived. So we can try to illuminate Abby. The only problem is, I'll show them to you here. We got 2 minutes during the, you know, the water tower flashback with Cloud and Tifa, right? The only, oh, I love when she looks up at the camera like that. Wow, you're viciously grooming. The only problem is I couldn't really, I guess I got deceived by the picture. I thought they would be a lot bigger than they are. They're really tiny lights. They're like the size of like oh my god, I'm forgetting the word for it. A sand dollar? Yeah, that's what you call the sea shell, right? A sand dollar? God, I haven't thought of the word sand dollar in so long. I actually had to question if that was the right word for it. That is the right word, guys, right? Sand dollar? That you get on the beach. You know, the round things. If it is, that's about how big they are. They're not very large at all. Summer is good. Kiddos at a Montessori school. Did I mean Sandor Clegane? No, I did not mean Sandor Clegane. Get the fuck out of here. Sand dollar, yeah. The kiddos at a Montessori school for the summer. And work is singing your praises. You actually have a work party in 3 hours. You're going to eat a fasten cake. Well, I'm glad they're singing your praises, but, you know, I wouldn't expect any less out of you. My knowledge of fasten in my 5 years of knowing them is that there's only one thing in Fasten's life that slows him down, and that is fucking other people's incompetence. Fasten fucking rocks. The other people that get in the way. I do not doubt that they are singing your praises. You seem to be the guy who basically fixes everything there. All right, let's try this illumination on Abby, shall we? Okay, so here I'll show you guys the how big these are. That's how big it is. Pretty tiny, huh? So we have a variety of colors we can pick from. I also have a controller. So it has more lights than this and has 16 different colors. We'll start with the white one, I guess. Okay. guys tell me, 'cause I can't see it, guys. How well does this illuminate? I need it, but I'll look. Pretty good, to be honest. That's good lighting, really? That was pretty good. Oh, that's easy. That's okay. Awesome. Let me get the adhesive off then here. Hopefully in time. It's very hard to peel off the backing here. There, got it. Oh, that's actually really good. Rod, check it out. That's the puck lighting for Abby. How you doing? Good to see you. I can dim it too. It's a dimmable light, so it's gonna work out really nicely. She's ready for her close-up. Indeed she is. How you doing today, Rod? Man, I had the roughest workout today. So I did that dog mountain hike yesterday that I do every week, and somehow I got myself into the gym this morning still, which I'm really proud of, but man, I gotta tell you about the workout. It sucked. It fucking sucked. I just had so little energy. It was funny, when I got there, I was okay. The reason I worked out today is because I had enough energy to get to the gym. However, when I started that first set, oh my god, man. Like, it's like every ounce of energy just left my body as soon as I lifted a weight. As it like kind of kicked in like how tired I am and how low on fuel I am. But that being said, I still worked out. I probably got in about 2/3 of my sets. I did buys and tries. You know, I couldn't lift as heavy. Like, I normally am doing 120 on the cable flies. I was doing like 110 today. Like, oh, it just hurt. It fucking hurt as stuff. But, you know, like at the same time, I'm proud of myself that it's like such a routine now that I didn't even think about it this morning. I just got out the door and I just went to the gym, you know? And that's such a really good place to find yourself. And even when you're that tired, like, you still get in there, and it doesn't matter if the workout sucks, because it sucked. You know, at least it was better than not working out. You know, at the very least, I can say that. Yeah, I hope it's true. I mean, part of me wonders if today did any good, actually. But, you know, at the very least, it continued the routine. You know, at least that part of it's good. You have that reflex when you ask yourself, should I double the Parmesan on the wife's pasta? Yeah, exactly the same thing. 100%. Yeah, you know, and I'll be better tomorrow after a good night's sleep, and I'll be back to 100%. But yeah, today was a rough workout, guys. So I expect my stream to be equally rough. Like, you know, I'm so low on energy. I kind of wonder how the speedrun's gonna go, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because remember, the last three weeks, I've done this exact hike. It's like the hardest hike you can do in the area. Straight up elevation for 4 miles straight. I've done it 4 weeks in a row, and the last 3 weeks I was so destroyed I couldn't even stream the next day. Like, even thinking about doing anything was like, you know, thought hurt. That's how tired I was. So, you know, I hope the speedrun goes well today, but it shows I'm improving if I felt able to stream. I think that's a really good sign. I can get the encounter skip. They get that in the PB, I believe. You've been motivated to be more consistent with the gym lately too, so keep at it. Proud of you. Routine's a good thing to maintain. Yeah. You know, I've already had my 30-gram protein shake today. You know, I got a smoothie I'm working on. I already got the protein in. I've been drinking 3 of those Costco 30-gram protein shakes every day on top of my normal diet. So I'm probably getting about 150 grams of protein in right now, which is pretty solid in my opinion. I only weigh like $170. I'm a very light guy. Like I actually might only weigh $165 right now. Like I am very shredded and I'm in great shape, but I'm not a heavy guy. But so 150 grams of protein is actually pretty good, I feel. Hey, Best Bob, how you doing, man? Good to see you. 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah, Rod, you had 264 grams of protein. When I was in college and I was, you know, working out with intent and you know, all that, I was eating 200 grams a day on a daily basis. So yeah, like that's not crazy. That is probably about what I should be doing myself, about 250, but I just can't handle that. I can't stomach that. Like, no thank you. I'm just not I don't have the interest in it. Just no thank you. You're a 215 gram boy? I don't even know what that means. I mean, I understand what a gram is, but can you like translate that to American for me, please? Oh, I thought you were talking about, you said height, weight, so I assumed you were giving me your weight. Got it. I got a second try button press too. Love to see a first try. You've always been a lightweight. Half a gram gets you in the zone for music and freaky time in the sheep. All right, you only do 1 protein shake. It's just a protein-based diet. Wow, you eat so much protein then. You must like prescribe to the Arnold diet where he ate like 6 whole chickens a day. I don't know how else you get to like almost 300 grams of protein. It's just like, I'm not the kind of person who can stomach that, just like literally stomach it. I can't eat that much. So there's just no way I can do that. I mean, the man looks like he does. He is shredded. I mean, I'm getting pretty shredded myself. I don't have the size that Rod does. I have the shreddedness though. Like I have no fat on me. Got it. Slightly early, but nailed it. But that'll make up some of the time that I've lost to bad fights. There's been some unlucky fights actually. And then if I got the encounter skip in the PB, that first try should erase the encounter. Time loss, so. Love to see a 1% crit out of Barret or Cloud today. You just look 180 pounds? You do, yeah. You're a bit different kind of shredded, like a ball of mozzarella left on a countertop for an afternoon with the air conditioner off. That is a different kind of shredded. You're not incorrect. Too many fitness TikTokers on PEDs convincing normal people they need 2 times their body weight in protein a day. That's insane. To recommend that to someone is actually insane. Like, if that's what influencers are actually, like, recommending to do, like, the influencers are just dumb. Like, that's not a good recommendation. Get your recommendation from a community of normal people, not TikTok. That's what I recommend. Don't get it from some protein maxing clavicular, you know? Get it from a normal person who's got a good workout routine and lives a normal life. That's what I recommend. 610, if that critted, that was a one-shot kill, Barret. He could have done that last time he hit for 620. Would love for him to fucking pull that out sometime, and I don't want to see the counter here because we don't counter in the PB, so it'll be time loss. Too bad. So that's 10 seconds extra time loss. But I really hope we get playground skip, guys. As we don't in the PB, that's a 90-second time save. And just not a lucky run so far. It's basically been 30 seconds less lucky than the run on Monday. Nothing else, so just have to kind of hope it turns around and gets a little bit luckier. I don't know, Lanier. Everyone's an influencer. A TikTok influencer probably dies every day. Like, factually. There's so many of them now. I bet you. You know how, like, you know, like a baby's born every 8 minutes or something? Like, there's stats like that, right? I bet an influencer dies every day. What do you think? Probably. Vacation starts tomorrow, Spectre. 3 days of paintball, 4,000 players. Reenactment of the Battle of Normandy. Wow, that's pretty cool. How you doing, Titus? Thanks for the streak. Influencer is the wrong term, as most of them don't influence shit. I mean, look, I am not an influencer at all. That being said, I influence you to do stuff all the fucking time. You guys in the community, to play games that I'm playing. All of a sudden, you'll buy or you'll be playing the game. Doesn't have to be a new thing. All of a sudden, you're doing a Final Fantasy III playthrough because I'm just de-rusting the speedrun. I mean, there's in no sense or term an I am influencer. I don't in any way try to influence you guys at all. But that being said, a lot of the community uses Opera GX. You guys often buy games simply because I recommend them. And I actually do influence quite a lot of you in a lot of more ways than you understand, probably. So it is interesting that, like, I myself think that's an insane term to call someone like myself. Like, I am not an influencer. But I still definitely have a quite a lot of sway over you guys, over certain things. I have gotten you to download a mobile game, influencer. Yeah. I influenced Airborne to get drunk and go to a Mariner game with me, influencer. It wasn't a hard sell though. Okay. I influenced JC to download and buy Doomsday, the mobile game. He still plays it. Influencer. I'm an influencer, you could say. Yeah, the big titty zombie game, exactly. He got addicted to it and he's still playing. That was like a year ago. Like me with Star Trek Fleet Commander. Yeah, that's a better word for it. I'm not an influencer, I'm an enabler. That would be the proper word for it, actually. But yeah, a shocking number of self-identified influencers end up doing stupid things and dying. Oops. An enabling enabler who enables. I am. I'm an enabling enable who enables your own enabling. I don't even know if that made sense. Yeah. The booba is just to get them hooked. It's a strategy RPG in the end. You know, Jay, just keep telling yourself that, okay? You're so cute. He's not there for the booba, guys. He's there for the awesome strategy RPG in the end. That's why I go to OnlyFans too. It's for the amazing content and not the booba. OnlyFans, they have the best videos on there, but not the booba videos, the other ones. You know, like Playboy and their articles. You know, their articles are so good and top notch. That's why I read Playboy. Definitely not the booba. If you played more than one day, hey, I'm kidding. I'm sure you're correct. I'm just giving you shit. I am sure there is a lot of fun strategy RPG action going on. Yeah, actually, I've heard good stuff about Gresham Impact. I've never played it. I had a friend who's a mod here, Zaiden. I still see him every once in a while. He only comes around when I do Final Fantasy VIII, but he loves that game, and he's a very normal person. I've always wondered, like, man, must be an okay game then, because like he does dailies every day still. Like, he really likes that game, and he's a very normal person with like a normal head about him. So I was like, okay, well, must be something there actually. That game. The graphics hooked ya, and the gameplay is pretty decent. I've been offered Gresham Impact like sponsorships all the time. It's a very common thing I see. Marvel Rivals, I'm offered, you know, sponsorships all the time. I'm getting Doomsday survival offers again, Jay. Would you like me to do it again for you so we can get a community of friends for you to play with this time? I could do it again. I decided not. So far, I've decided not to, though. Hey there, Kyria. How you doing? Your favorite RPG played in the last 5 years is Lufia 2: Rise of the Sinistrals? All right. Still playing OG Phantasy Star. Love it, but confusing. Yeah, those are interesting games. I've looked at them from time to time. I think my feeling is they might be too retro for me. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but there becomes a point when a game becomes dated enough that I can't really get into it. Some of those Lufia and Grandia and Phantasy Star OG games do that to me, where they just look dated enough. I can't really convince myself to play them. Some AC today. Grandia was fun. But you forgot how long it's been since you last played it? Lunch is over. Catch you after work. All right, Jay. Catch you on the flip side, brother. Skies of Arcadia was one you enjoyed a lot. Have you been playing Adventures of Elliot, Kyria? I feel like that's a game that's right up your alley. The new Square Enix title. Adventures of Elliot. you were gonna try it, but I'm busy with work. You know what we haven't done in a while, guys? We haven't done a giveaway in this month. You know, if you're a tier 2 or tier 3 member around here, a giveaway should excite you. And frankly, if there aren't giveaways fairly often, you should be disappointed. Because that's the benefit of your tier 2 and tier 3 sub. Is when I do giveaways, you guys get 2 or 5 entries equivalent to your tier 2 or tier 3 sub, right? And it's been about a month since we've done those back-to-back giveaways for, by the way, Rod is God. Are you here, Rod? Mr. Rod is God. You were here like 2 minutes ago. Are you still here, sir? Public service announcement. We better get playground skip. That's the public service announcement. But Rod is God. Are you here? That is it. Yes. Got playground skip today. That'll be a nice green start for us. So we should be a minute in the green, and we only need 30 more seconds over the rest of the run, chat. So that's an excellent start. But I need to know if Rod got his giveaway prize, actually. The last giveaways we did where I gave away 2 of the very cool and custom Square Enix by Undertale merch drop they did. And I got 2 of their like very, very rare and sold out t-shirts from. So the winners were Rod and Norio, and frankly, neither of them said thank you. I got it. So I need to hear if they got it. As that's a little bit odd, actually, that they wouldn't like have told me they got it by now. As Rod would have had it in like 5 days. I think it's been a month. And Norio had to clear customs, and it was supposed to literally take 2 weeks, actually. Before Norio even could have gotten it in Germany. So actually, I need to reach out to those people. I have not heard anything from either. And they were definitely both shipped, so. Whenever Rod shows up, someone ask him if he got his fucking t-shirt. But we should do a giveaway this month. We could do one for Adventures of Elliot. That would be a really good new release game to do. Give the community some new gaming content to try out. You know the times are tough when P-Town's slumming it in Wall Market. Hey, this is a very classy place, Kyria, all right? It's only slumming it if you think it's a slum. This is a very high-class magic shop here. Okay. Look at this fine clothing establishment here. Everyone in Walmart is very offended. This ain't no slum. Although, you know, the Wall Market and remake did kind of look less slummy. I feel like they kind of glitzed it up, didn't they? Gave it a little polish and shine. I didn't quite get the slum vibe as much. Like the degeneracy as much in remake. I really like the Wall Market section. It's my favorite part of part 1. My second favorite part was when my playthrough ended. And I could stop playing the game. Those are my 2 favorite parts. But Wall Market was definitely my favorite. Yeah, it was more like a nightlife vibe. That's a good way to put it, yeah. You like Sector 7? I think my next favorite part, if I'm being serious and not joking, would be Shinra headquarters and like their tech level, where you got to like see all the specifications on the vehicles and stuff. I like that part. If I actually had to pick a second favorite part. Seeing Jesse's parents. Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. One of the remakes up on Switch. Might get to finish them. Never got a PS5. Well, good. You saved yourself. Oh, what am I doing? You saved yourself $600 of wasted money. I mean, I haven't used my PS5 for anything. Other than my Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. And Adventures of Elliot, because I was an idiot and I requested a free copy from Square via the PS5 and I didn't request it via Steam, which I should have. That was my mistake. Want to hydrate with coffee or with Gatorade? Which one? You're back. Sorry, work. All right, just quit your job. I'll let you stay. Happens again, though. You're banned. About some coffee with my creatine. Going on, LD Bob. Thanks for the subby. For 14 months. You're having a good one.
Hello and good luck.
You're such a loyal pickle tickler. Oh, man. All right, I guess I'll let you stay. Well, that was exciting that we got playground skip, guys. Free 90-second time save for us today. We only need to save 90 to WR, so... I also had a third try bio on bottom spoil. That's a minute time loss. The beginning of this run wasn't that amazing, actually. Didn't get playground skip. I don't remember, like... I don't remember how Midgar went. Like, headquarters went. I think the Mighty Grunts got a couple turns, you know, stuff like that. Like... Rufus was fine. I think the elevator fights were fine. Not because I was behind or something, I didn't get the preemptive in the train graveyard coming up, something weird like that, but you know, that's minor. Just trying to think about time saves. I was thinking about the run last night, and I was like, you know, Midgar sucked, actually. Playground skip and a bad bottom spell. That basically kind of means those are the two biggest things by far. In the first 2 hours, the two biggest things sucked. You know, first try bio is about a minute faster over a third try bio. It's a big difference. So, you know, if those two things go better, you're already 2.5 minutes ahead of your PB, and then you're a minute ahead of the WR, and you're just, you know, hoping for a similar run, and then, you know, no problem. There's a lot of ways you can save time still in my PB. I don't remember Genova Birth being particularly good. They killed Cloud in the fight. I had to res him after S-time lost, and I lost to Phoenix Down out of that. But we got a double right arm, didn't we? That's going to be the fun thing to deal with. The double right arm. By the way, guys, I got the Abby cam set up with a light today. Yeah, we got a double first try right arm. There's 2 bombs in this route, so you can go for 2 steals. And Abby, you better start getting lucky for us. Start working on that luck stat, because we need it today. That's going to be the biggest thing to contend with. Is that'll be a 30-second to 40-second time loss. That's guaranteed without it on Dyne. And I used the other one in the Demon's Gate fight, and it was a very good Demon's Gate fight. Well, you know, those are the things that'll be tough today, I think. But it's not like this run was, the PB was excellent all around. I mean, I think MK had a missed bio or 2. I kind of forget, actually. Maybe only 1. But Palmer, I think, had a missed bio or two. Red Dragon was normal. Novel Life was fine. Skizzo was fine. Fairy Armor was okay. Clerks were fine. Yeah, I mean, everything was just fine. You know, the things that really need to be, if I really want to, like, be, you know, professional about it, the time saves really revolve around, like, eliminating menu checks of things that I think I know, or I'm 90% sure are good, like check my health just to see, oh, well, I'm fine, you know, no need to heal. Those kind of things that lose you 3 to 4 seconds. You know, I was doing like 3 or 4 times in the run, like, just not doing that crap immediately saves you 30 seconds. You know, just not, you know, not doing safety stuff like that, menuing anymore. So the reality is, like, we're not even close to, like, you know, where this run could go time-wise. Oh, I didn't look into the Final Descent Manip today. Improving it. It's broken on the last 2 runs for me. I'll look into it if we get there today. I can look at the VOD and see what's up. So we'll try to get that in there today too. You know, Final Descent Manip over a 3 encounter Final Descent, which is what the PB gets, is a 2-minute time save. So that's big itself. I don't remember any other mistakes. It was very much a mistake-free run, pretty much. Diamond Weapon was a good fight. Tifa hit, I think, 3 out of 4 death blows. You know, generally, it was just a solid run. Yeah, thanks. Improve it a little bit today. I already got playground skips. We'll be in the green here. You know, the PB didn't get a preemptive apps. I wouldn't expect to, but something like that could help us out here. Well, I was muted. Unless you don't know how I got muted there. That was weird. Sorry about that. Yeah, hey Droth, how you doing? Oh shit, you just got 14 messages from school? Hopefully just updates? Yeah, hope so, man. 14. As the parent, that's pretty disconcerting. I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, summer school. I go to a Montessori school. Good, got the preemptive. I think this was not a preemptive in the PB for some reason. So, good to see that. Okay, let's not forget the shop here. Oh, thank God they had an outdoor science day and took pictures. You know, in this day and age, Fasten, when like a parent gets bombarded with messages, there's nothing else they're gonna think than school shooting. Why would they do that? That's actually like not cool of that school to do that via a like update during the day. Like they should have waited till the kids are home or something. Like that's a problem, is what that is to me. As that's not fair to do that to a parent. Yeah, I can probably find a better way to do it, for sure. There you go. Enjoy Abby while we beat the fuck out of Reno. By throwing things at him. And muttering vaguely terroristic threats. As we are eco-terrorists. Getting stoned is the best way to go. Yeah? Still got that blue dream or something you're working on? What was that strain snow you're enjoying? Didn't cause paralysis. Give Barrett a limit, which we could use if we wanted to at some point. Blue candy. Oh, what? Confirm button didn't put through the grenade there. That was odd. Alright, see if we save any time to Reno. The answer is 2 segundos. Let's go. Keep it coming. Just need that 49 to say 90 by the end of the 8 hours, and we're done. And we're done with the job. WR achieved. It has the really strong first light bite. You cough like an old dude every time. Okay, playground skip today. Did get slap skip. Alright, I gotta refill the power raid. Be back in a sec. Enjoy, Abby. Covering her eyes. Kind of funny. Very cute. Hey, Bruin, how you doing? How you doing, Maverick? Your folks just arrived in Yellowknife. You must have talked it up so much they decided to go see it. Yeah, but all you talk about is how much Yellowknife sucks. What part of that convinced them to go see Yellowknife then? Happy hump day, guys. Hope you're having a good one. Had a good run going. Oh, Yellowknife is good and awesome. Regina sucks. Got it. Okay. I forgot. It's Regina that blows. My bad. Sorry to all the Yellowknifeians. What do you call someone from Yellowknife? I'm a Yellowknifer. I'm a Yellowknifite. I'm a yellow Nifonian. A knifer? A knifer. Is that for real? You're from Yellowknife, you're a knifer? Kind of funny. A rusty blade. Oh, I love Abby's light today. Such an improvement. It was in the dark until now, guys, if you just got here. And check it out. Let's have fun with colors. Let's pick a color on Abby. Here we go. You guys tell me what you want. Ready? Red. Green. Blue. Orange. Yellow. 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 Green. Purple. Purple. Oh, there's a lot of different colors. Why? Like 4 different purples. Well, the white is definitely the best. The question then is what should the dim be? What? So that's the least? This is the most? Okay. Less, less, less. I think the most is the best, actually. What do you guys think? That's top there. It's gotta be between the top two. You could dim it slightly, but I think I leave it all the way on, actually. You can do a strobe, or it changes colors like that. Psychedelic Abby Cam. You know, when we're having our rave nights, since we always have those. We just need a disco ball now. Definitely white, though. That's the call. So going out of my way to get all these RGB specific lights was dumb. I've seen that. I am learning that today. Okay, these were $9 for 3 of them. I think I can handle it. And to a lesser extent, you were pissed off at Kelowna and Penticton. So that's because they closed the bars and restaurants at a time that befits God's waiting room. I've never heard that before. That phrase, God's waiting room. What does that mean? A place beset by retirees, Florida, and places of that nature. Oh, okay. Got it. So no one wants a nightlife. So everything closes at like 10 p.m. Is that what you mean? And so, you know, a man of the town, like Airborne, cannot party it up. That's unfortunate. I know you. I know you. You crazy dude, you. Okay. I never attacks. Oh, what is he gonna steal today? A grenade. You know what, buddy? Have it. God, what a dumb fight, dude. That was the worst. You win that fucker? What? The motherfuck time loss. Jesus Christ, dude. The amount of time loss that's just caused for no reason but dumb RNG is hilarious. The fuck was that? Like, what the fuck was that? That was so insane. That motherfucker got 2 turns, fled the fight with a grenade, and then I had to win it, enduring the victory menu time loss. That was a fucked up thing that just occurred, guys. That is very frustrating. Can't get a hot meal after 11 p.m. That does suck. All right, I'm a bonkless stairs, huh? How about it? Get some nice, perfect stairs going. I know we weren't life 2'd in the PB. There's not going to be any time save there. If you get life 2, that's like a good 15 seconds. So. Needs to be a good, calm flashback segment. Yellowknife, by contrast, had a Boston Pizza open until 1 a.m. Oh, wow. A beer and hot wings, and when you left at closing, it was still light out. I think Yellowknife's better, yeah. I think of a city as like Penticton. Hey there, Super Goat. How you doing? You know what I love about you, Super Goat? I didn't even need to look at chat. I just see this wall of work in the corner of my eye. I don't even know that it's chocobos. They're just yellow. But I know it's you still. How you doing? On a resort town, 40,000 people, center of Canadian wine country, right on a lake. I'm surprised a town of 40,000 can't get a hot meal after 11. That's surprising. Canada's Costa del Sol, really? Huh. Too many people lakeside for you to have fun, really? Yeah, I don't like places that are super touristy either. Yeah, talking about Canada, Ramza. Everyone is bitching about Canadian cities. Ones that he likes and does not like. How you doing there, Ramza? Good to see you. Closing in on our Souls-a-thon starting after GDQ here. Getting excited for that. Of course, if you guys somehow have missed the news, of course, we're doing our first ever subathon, and it's going to be a Souls-a-thon. It'll be an uncapped subathon starting after GDQ. We were going to start it on Saturday, but then I figured out SGDQ was starting, so I figured I'd delay it for a week, let you guys enjoy it, and then we'll kick off the first ever Souls game of my life and the first ever subathon of my life that I've ever done. On I think we'll start on Monday. I mean, I normally take Monday and Tuesday off. So that is debatable. Maybe I should start on my normal day, Wednesday. But I'm not sure. You know, I probably ought to have days. I don't know. I want days off before the subathon. When you're going into an uncapped subathon, maybe you do. Maybe Wednesday is the better day to start it and stick to the schedule. Lake gets up to 20,000 people on major holidays, and it's miserable. Nice stairs. Nice bonkless stairs. Yeah, it can take a lot out of you for sure. It's going to be 12 hours on, 12 hours off. We're going to be doing like, you know, Words with Friends or just a VOD or Bob Ross or something during the downtime, whatever as a community we decide on. And I'm going to be taking a 1 hour break in the middle of the 12 hours every day to go work out. I'm not going to sacrifice my workouts. So there'll be 2 6 and 5 hour parts of each 12-hour day, so that the workouts are not sacrificed. That is not allowed. Not on my watch. So through the uncapped subathon, we're gonna keep hitting the gym, guys. Oh, they got 2 turns. That's too bad. Should have avoided it. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I think if you're going into an uncapped subathon, the only reason why I wouldn't want to take days off is maybe you kind of want chat, you know, to know hey, subathon starts tomorrow, guys. You know, get everyone ready for it. But I don't know. The more I think about it, the more that my normal days off are Monday, Tuesday. I probably ought to take them and then launch into the uncapped subathon on Wednesday. But it's gonna be next week, guys. Sometime we are going to begin our uncapped subathon. That much is locked in. Ooh. Ooh. That was pretty tight on Tifa. Just made that. Oh, God. Oh, I thought she was I was sure she was caught. Tifa, very tight there twice today. Yeah. Tight. Through it. All right. No issue. Calm that booty back down. Oh, that's option 2. Really fast option. I suppose if I'm gonna stick to my normal schedule, that means I should either begin on that Wednesday or the weekend, that Saturday, for a subathon. The day that, you know, the first day of my normal work week, or the best day to begin, which would obviously be the weekend. It'll be one of those two. I think you guys can count on that. All right, Roms, I missed what you said. I gotta go back and see that. Tired, boss. You're tired. 16 hours Monday? Jeez. 12 yesterday. 8 training today. 12 tomorrow. Oof. 16, 12, 8, and 12. Jesus. That's not fun. And to take a vacation day Friday for your own birthday. And then 12 Saturday, 12 Sunday. So your birthday's on Friday. Hell yeah. Man, you are quite overworked. Yeah. I wasn't going to ask you your age. Well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, but at the same time, hang in there, man. At the very least, on the other side of it, I think you'll enjoy the Soulsathon. So, you do have that coming for your way. That's going to be your weekend, hour-wise. Working Ramza hours again. Ramza always sets the bar for hard workers in this community, for sure. Well, you deserve a vacation soon then, Robson. Da-na-na-na. You're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, that's awesome. I'd love for you to be off for when I start it so you can be there to help me out so I don't look like such a fucking noob. One more week and then 2 weeks of vacation for you. Maybe we'll start it Friday then, Friday or Saturday to coincide with your days off. That actually sounds kind of perfect. What do you think about that, guys? Should we lock in starting the Soulsathon Friday? That's a good day to start it. You know, the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going into it. What do you think, Hojo? Soulsathon? Gonna be fun? I don't know. Not sure what that means. Heck yeah, should be lots of folks around to jump in. You said you would be willing to like do a Discord video call with me to show me some tips and tricks to you know, become a good Souls player. But you know my feeling about that, Ramza, is that would be a little disingenuous. And you guys tell me what you think in chat. But like, this is my first ever Souls game. I've never even like seen a Souls game, other than maybe glimpses. But I don't know. I feel like I should go into it completely blind. And not with any, you know, training ahead of time. It just feels, I don't know, feels better. What do you think? You wouldn't give me any tips or tricks to show you the controls, really? Oh, really? There's a lot of stuff that they don't really tell you that you can do. Oh. Oh, so it'd just be like a flushing out of the system and how it operates. Well, that's kind of intriguing, especially if there's stuff that they don't tell you. Well, maybe I will consider it then. Yo, Jay, thanks for the gift sub to Titus Jack. Sorry, I missed that. That was 52 minutes ago, and Jay's already gone back to work. I'm such a dick. I'm such a dick. You can help with most bosses if I get hard stuck. You spend a lot of time attempting to no-hit every single one. Really. You could do it all in the front hallway of the starting area too, probably. The blind is indeed blind, and the pain of finding some of these controls is entertaining too. Chat will be spamming button input. Well, we'll see. I have no idea how popular a Souls stream will be for me. I have no clue. I mean, we have a lot of Souls enthusiasts in this community, so that's a good starting point. But like, I have no idea what the general viewership of a Souls playthrough would be. How much interest there is in a Dark Souls 1 first play blind. Versus, you know, like a first play FF9 blind. You know, I have no clue. So we'll just have to see what it's like. Well, I may take you up on that then, if they're literally hidden actions that they don't tell you. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I'm pretty lazy. It's gonna come down to more if I'm not as lazy and I feel like reaching out and being like, hey, all right, let's do this for an hour. Yeah. Some of the inputs just aren't really natural. Feeling at first, like kicking, for example. People go through whole playthroughs without figuring out how to kick. Gosh. What was Hojo trying to do with that? I think he was trying to make him fuck. If I'm not mistaken, he was trying to breed that girl and that dog. Okay, could see another shady breath, but you know, it'd be kind of long. We don't love to see that. Hey, go easy on Cloud, man. Okay, another shady breath. Okay. Well, save time. Look at that. 6-second time save. Just got to make that number go from 55 to 90, and that's a WR. Keep pulling back, little bit of time, and guess what? We have a third try bio bottom swell. That's a minute time loss to a first try 50-50. If we can just have a good bottom swell, we're already looking excellent here. Right about third. Right about now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Pet Abby, huh? You want to pet Abby? Oh, here, I'll turn her on. The Abby cam. She's licking. There you go. There's your Abby lick. Hey, Abby. You want some pets? Here you go. Orion wants some pets. Here you go, Orion. Ask and you shall receive. There you go, Abby pets for you. Although that was half an hour ago. Are you even here, Ariane? You're probably not. To enjoy your pet. Sorry about that. I don't see the alerts anymore. They show up on my on another screen. Gonna switch into lurk mode and get some food. Alright, Ramza, no worries, dude. Yeah, see how long you can stay awake. So I'm in the same boat, but mine's because I took yesterday off and I did my dog mountain hike. I don't even know if you know I'm doing that every week. Finally got a sub 1 hour PB, and the good news is I'm not like so destroyed today I have to like lay in bed all day. That's something you made me think about, laying in bed all day, because I was just exhausted from that hike last week, 3 weeks in a row, but did it yesterday, and I feel good enough to stream today. I even worked out today. So that being said, it was the worst workout I've had in like ever. I was so tired. And I'm really tired right now. But unless I can put one foot in front of another, I don't see why we don't try a nice speedrun today. But like, I fully expect myself to be like so lacking in energy, I make some dumb mistake today. Like, I forget a menu, you know? I do something dumb in a boss fight. Because my fingers trip up, being a little fatigued today. Like, I kind of think it's going to be that kind of day. So we'll see. Get a good night's sleep today, and then I'm back to 100% tomorrow. But, you know, at least I could try to work today. Try to stream today. I got in the gym, you know. That means I'm getting stronger every week that I'm doing this training. This hike I can consider like training. It's basically my lower body workout. I don't do lower body workouts anymore. as that's what this is. It's nothing but lower body for an hour straight. And I find it a lot of fun as opposed to getting in the gym where I hate my lower body workouts. Instead, I hike for an hour, and it's a vicious hike. I mean, 10 and 25% gradients an hour straight. Like, it's insane. And that's my lower body workout, and I have a great time, and I don't even think about the fact that I'm working out my lower body, right? But man, I am rocked today still. I'm not quite sore yet, which means that I'll be getting sore probably by tomorrow morning. You did a hike called Dog Mountain, is that right? In Washington? Is it the same Dog Mountain we're talking about? I mean, you would know if it was the same one as me. It's right on the Columbia River. It's literally the hike trailhead's on the river. Was that the one? Oops, what am I doing? And it's for a normal person, it would take more like 2 hours. I'm insane. I do it in an hour. But I treat it like an exercise as well. Yeah, I live right by Dog Mountain, like an hour away actually. So I do that hike once a week for training right now. Some people run that hike. I'm actually trying to get there to where I'm gonna run it as well. That's an insane thought, but I think I'm gonna get there actually. So looking forward to that day when I can actually run it without like having an issue. Yeah, measurable progress, exactly. So I was really happy about that. You know, I'm improving. Time over time. But you say you coming down, you messed up your feet bad. It was all downhill. Yeah. Going down, I run half of it down, Daubers. Because it's better than walking straight up. Because it's such a steep gradient going down. Some parts you obviously can't run, or you'll trip and like just fuck yourself up. Super fuck yourself up. Because it's a lot of exposed rock and obsidian rock. And, you know, if you're going too fast and you slip on that, you're going to the hospital. I mean, that's just going to destroy your knees or something. Whatever you hit is just going to be shredded. So you got to be careful. But I run about half of it down because it's actually less stressful than walking, as you just let the gravity just take over. But you know what's funny is there's always a point about halfway down, my feet get so hot it feels like they're literally on fire from the friction. The constant downhill braking friction. My feet get legit like so hot they feel like, you know, they're on fire. Yeah. If you're just someone who decides to go hike Dog Mountain and you don't know what you're in for, it's a vicious hike. It's not for the faint of heart. Sounds like you made it to the top though. Which is impressive in itself. Oh, I mean, I'm the only one who runs it. I'm not normal. Don't go run it, guys. Only insane people do that. Yeah, the views were great. They did a cabin along the gorge. Yeah. The gorge have a lot of nice cabins along there. Did you stay at the Skamania lodges there? I drive by them every time, and I've actually considered maybe if it would be a fun little like staycation opportunity. I bet that's where you were, the Skamania lodges. So. But there's probably a lot of cabins, lodges along there. But there's like a Skamania like coves and lodges resort. It's actually quite close to Dog Mountain, maybe 10 minutes away. That I've been wanting to kind of go and poke around in. Just kind of see what's going on there. If they have maybe some hot springs or something there too. There's a lot of hot springs in Oregon and Washington. It's a great area if you're a hot spring person. Hey Finn, how you doing? The nice thing about Dog Mountain too is if you do it specifically in April and May, it's a wildflower hike. Where at the top where the views are is nothing but, and a lot of them are still up there right now. When I went up there actually this month, where it's just nothing but open fields where you finally get above the tree line, obviously. that was at the very top, of just yellow, red, and purple everywhere. It's so beautiful, but it's a very specific time of year, like May, June. It's already over pretty much at this point. Late evening gym? Nice. I got mine in this morning, actually. We've been talking about it. What did you work out today? What did you lift today? It's actually a desk shirt, uplift. Has nothing to do with lifting, guys. Well, I missed this split in the PB, so we're not going to know how we're doing until we exit Midgar. What's going on there, Red Wolf? How you doing? Come on, no nap time, please. I just don't remember how the PB went, so, you know, hopefully it's not worse than the PB. Chest, shoulders, arms, abs, 30-minute cycling. That's a hell of a workout. Hell yeah, dude. For you. No nap time, please. This is the last one we'd have to avoid. Unless he does firing line on the next one. If he does sea cannon, that can do poison. It cannot do sleep. Firing line, though, can do AoE sleep. Are you serious? You're gonna firing line? This is a 50-50 on everyone. Ay, ay, ay. That was quite lucky there. And is... Very good fight. Very good fight. Couldn't really see how that could go better on the elevator, actually. Just doing some emote shopping. What do you mean? For your own emotes? Or like you're going around to channels and subbing if they have good emotes? What do you mean by that? I've never heard of someone emote shop. Fill me in. What does one do when one emote? Guy's very red. This guy. He's very red. I'll pick his nose if I wanted. Da 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 da. Braver number 3. Standard Midgar, really? And there we go. Nice fight. Alright, let's get out of Midgar. Get into Calm and pray for it. Can we get a moderator do a prediction for Life 2 and the flashback? Kinda need to know Life 2, as in the PB we weren't. Like a 15-20 second time loss if we are. Better menu than yesterday. I kind of scuffed that menu, actually. That could be 5 seconds of time save right there. Like, where you get 90 seconds when you're like not even like trying like I was on Monday. You can get 90 seconds anywhere where you just try harder. Like, this will be a very easy WR to beat at this point. When you see how close you are and you understand how like lazy your speedrun is. As my menus, I don't even try in at all. I just knock it out nice and casual. So how about we actually try today? Gonna get some good, snappy, professional menuage. Menuage. Sounds gross. Menuage. You're not gonna tell me what emote shopping is? Alright, fine. There's a one-way conversation, apparently. Whatever. Oh, you found some 7 emotes and debating to buy them for you as a gift? Really? That is really kind of you. Why are you debating buying them for me? Shouldn't you buy them for yourself as a gift? That is a very kind gesture, though. Incredibly kind thought for you. I think the first thing I would tell you is you should never buy emotes as a gift for someone unless they say that they like the emotes, because emotes are a very particular thing. For all you know, I'm not going to like the emote. And then you've spent money on something that I think sucks. So, you know. I'm not saying that's how that would go. You might have some amazing emotes that I would love, but, I mean, you know, you run the risk then of doing that. Of you know, of me maybe not. I'm a very OCD guy as well when it comes to emotes. Like I would caution you actually in that. That would be a pretty dangerous purchase. I'll compare it to this. I tell the same thing to any girlfriend I have. Don't ever buy me gifts that are clothing, as it's gonna fail and it's gonna blow up in your face, because only I can pick out clothing. Otherwise, it has to be perfect or I don't wear it. I have a feeling emotes are gonna be identically the same situation. Unless it's like a perfect emote, I'm never gonna like it. So consider that before you make your purchase. Do it if you want, but you know, be a little risky. Da. And beat up Motorball to the Abby cam. Oh, she's turned and faced the camera. How cute. Single arm attack. Good to see that. Keep it single, not double. That's really the only RNG in this fight. Bolt number 1. Okay. Double arm attack. Bolt number 2. Ooh, my confirm button didn't work there. Weird. Bolt number 3. Maybe can indicate some RFD interference, actually. Bolt number 4, and we put through number 5, and hands off the keyboard, please. All right, nice Motorball fight, nice enough. 7 grenades left, Tifa wins here. And we're out of Midgar with 3 Bravers. Not too shabby. See if we saved anything on the exit to Midgar. I kind of doubt it. Pretty similar segment. Suppose my menu was faster. Alright, the Buster Sword is quite light color in the OG, apparently. Just got back home. Snow to a half-pound baggie of sea scallops. She's signaling she's down to fuck. That would be my interpretation, yeah. I'm glad I got that, because I'm losing a little bit of time here. Remember if I got an encounter. I don't believe I did, actually. Must have had a worse motorball fight. Probably like Tifa had to throw that grenade at the end. We probably had higher rolls and got lucky and killed Ruby. And then here we got an encounter that, fortunately, didn't get one in the PB, so that'll be time lost. We had a Life 2 prediction, Jay. Hey, Battler, how you doing? I would love a little Life 2 predict. That'd be awesome. Give us some gambling to get excited about today. Oh, what's up, Battler? How you doing, my brother? My bud brother from another mother. How you doing? Airborne got it? God, that fucker. So fast on the trigger. What a jerk. Minus an eye infection. Having a good day, bud, bro. Ooh, get over that soon. My Ketonians in peak health. You know, I'm disappointed. No FIFA game to watch tonight. Got nothing to do tonight. So no surprise. Ever Crisis service ending in October. Yeah. Okay, no chance for Cloud to die. Excellent. So same as in the PB then. You're having FIFA withdrawal? I know. I watched the Argentina Egypt game last night. It was such a good game. Do I think this World Cup will create new fans of the game that will stick when clubs season resume? I do think that, yeah. You'll see a noticeable uptick in the US soccer interest. But generally, soccer interest has been rising irrespective of FIFA and the World Cup. You know, soccer in the United States will eventually overtake hockey. You have my word on it. You know, hockey is considered one of the 4 main sports in America. It's only a matter of time until it becomes soccer. And something like this tournament will have a big effect in that. Well, you know, maybe not, you know, do much, but, you know, it'll hasten that slightly. I think what was disappointing, though, is about the tournament for the United States is, like, it had such potential to really supercharge the scene in the United States. And it didn't even mean we had to win yesterday. Or I forget now, 2 days ago, whatever. Whenever we lost to Belgium. It didn't even mean we had to win. It's just people were so excited about the United States to finally have a team that was worth rooting for, that when we shit the bed so badly in the Belgium game, I feel like it actually kind of immediately made people have the opposite reaction. It was too bad. Like, it's fine. They still had a good tournament, like good enough. They still succeeded, but at the end of the day, having watched that game, my takeaway from it is it just doused the fire that was the excitement of soccer in America. As instead, as a fan, you're left with, what the fuck was that? What the fuck did I just witness? Like, who are these people? Like, this is not the team I've been watching. It was so depressing to watch that I actually think it had like a pretty negative effect on maybe the general fans like interest, but still, I mean, it's still going to be better than it was. That was really unfortunate. For example, if you look at that Egypt game that I watched last night, Egypt lost just like the United States did, right? They lost in the same round. They went just as far. But if I was a fan of Egypt today, I am so happy with my team. I am cheering for them when they get off the plane, when they get home. They're going to be national heroes. It's like two complete opposite reactions to the same game. It's like if the United States had just brought anything to cheer for in that game like Egypt did, you know, instead of like today talking about what an awful experience that was to watch that game, we'd be talking about how happy we are. You know, it'd be totally different. And so here's what I can't stand, Fart Hammer. And you guys can tell me what you think about it, but so I heard Landon Donovan's comment today on a sports podcast. You say Landon Donovan made a good point recently that the price of entry for kids clubs is so high, the USA loses out on the talent pool. Well, that's not the point I thought you were trying to make. He was highly critical of today or yesterday of Pulisic's play. Highly critical about how he shit the bed in the biggest game of his life. You know what infuriates me about that is apparently all of you forget. And I have brought this up throughout the entire World Cup. Landon Donovan is a literal piece of shit. That is how I view him. 20 years ago when he was on the men's team and he was the main guy, have you guys forgotten what he did? He refused to play for the United States because he didn't think the team was good enough. He was too good for the team. Landon Donovan can suck my dick. For him to sit there and be like, Pulisic needed to try harder. You would have had to drag me out of the game with my leg broken. Oh yeah, dude? You didn't even want to play for the fucking team for 4 years straight because you just thought we weren't good enough for you. Like, Landon Donovan can suck a dick. And to today be like, yeah, if I was Pulisic, I would have had to be dragged off on a stretcher with my leg broken. No, you little fucker. We know you wouldn't. You wouldn't have even been in the World Cup. I mean, I can't believe people are like, yeah, Landon Donovan, W reaction. Like, that guy's such a douchebag. There you go. There's my Landon Donovan rant. I can't stand him. He's also wears a toupee. Do you know that? When's the last guy you see wearing a toupee? Someone you gotta fucking listen to. Yeah, he's bald. That guy's bald. Your biggest issue with soccer is how riggable it seems. Stoppage time just seems like whatever the refs are vibing with, sort of. You know, it's funny. People are always like, why does the United States, a country of 341 million people, not be able to field an 11-person soccer team that's any good, you know? It's a very valid question. And maybe Landon Donovan's point about that clubs are too expensive is valid. I participated in club soccer as I was a kid. That was my main sport, soccer, throughout my childhood. I was a member of THPRD, and then West Side. My 2 soccer clubs growing up, which were like the 2 big clubs in Portland. And they were probably pretty expensive, and I bet 20 years later they're only way more expensive. But like, soccer is such a universal sport. It's not like people in the United States don't play soccer. It's just that when they think about the sport that they're ultimately going to land on, soccer is always like second or third choice. But the reality is, like, every kid in America plays soccer at some point as a kid. It's just like standard. But then they all decide to do basketball or football or something different. I think it's just like the less glamorous of the options. And so the best athletes never go into soccer. Bottoms will gamble up. I played 3 years of soccer. I played 12. 10. I played about 10. Like, I started like 4 or 5, like very young until like 14 or 15. And then I realized I was good at soccer because I was fast. And that's when I realized I was in the wrong sport, and I was much better at track and cross country. All right, you're in Europe, played 10 years, coached for 10. That's neat. With UEFA qualification. That's cool. Like me in archery. I shot for about 5 and I coached for 10 with a USAA Olympic archery certification. Those were fun 10 years. I loved that job. I bet you loved that job too. Like, coaching kids. You may not have coached kids. Maybe you coached adults. Coaching kids is like so rewarding. Unfortunately, it's not rewarding monetarily. That's the only problem with it. You gotta be broke. You regret not playing soccer? It was during baseball and track season for you? Kids? Yeah, you coach kids from 5 to 10 throughout the years. Then work with your own family, sucked all your spare time. Okay, gotcha. I coached kids from, well, theoretically it was 5 to 18, but I coached kids as young as 3, actually. I could teach a 3-year-old to hit a bullseye for sure. And so I would start coaching them that young. And then I would coach their parents when their parents wanted to learn how to coach too. So I kind of had an all-inclusive program, actually. It wasn't for me just junior Olympic archery development. If Holland were American, do you think he'd end up a soccer player? No, he'd be a football player. No doubt. He'd be a linebacker. And you would no longer have a Holland in the world. Yeah, I agree, Rooney. He'd play football. Or maybe wrestling or something. You see him as a tight end. Yeah, he's just huge. Like, I mean, imagine him if he tried to be bigger, right? Like, I mean, I bet he doesn't work out even. Imagine Holland on steroids in the gym or something. Like, oh my god. Is that right? You never had a sport growing up? You did soccer, basketball, swimming? Never found the sport. I was good at all sports. I'm a generally athletic guy. I was not great at anything though. Until I found running. And that's when I finally found out I was a gifted long distance runner. I have really big lungs apparently. And my oxygen absorption is quite good. 2 things that are quite good to have as a runner. And I love running. Most people can't say they love running. I can. I have a passion for it. When I tell that to your average person, they look at me like I'm a fucking moron. Yeah, running sucks. That's the typical response. Like, P-Town, like, shut the fuck up. Go away. You make me tired talking about loving running. Sitting is much more fun and easier to drink beer while doing. This is true, yeah. That is a fact. It is easier to drink beer while sitting than running. I haven't tried though. Not true, I have tried. I have tried running and drinking beer and I succeeded. In the Portland Marathon at mile 24 out of 25, 25 out of 26, sorry. Marathon, 26.1? Almost forgetting, yeah. Final mile of the Portland Marathon, they hand you a beer, a PBR, as you run through. And god damn it, that is a good tasting beer at mile 25, I can tell you what. With 1 mile to go, that PBR is so tasty, oh my god. That's the best beer you've ever had in your life. Well, I have had a beer while running, actually, twice. I've done the marathon twice. Yeah, very on brand for Portland, for sure. You know, I could run. I've been getting in such good shape from hiking. I could almost consider getting back into like long distance running, just from that probably. As I bet I'm in very good shape just from hiking that I might be able to run a marathon again. It's more like, would I have an interest? I think the interest is no. I think at 39 years old, I've decided my marathon days are behind me generally. And I made this decision kind of consciously last year, I think, where I kind of realized to myself, I just like admitted to myself, I don't enjoy 26 miles at a time anymore. And if I did a marathon anymore, it would be a half marathon. And I would enjoy myself and not hate my life. You know, I think that's the better idea. But how you doing, Nerd Dad? Good to see you. Yeah, 26.1. Different distance from Rome to the city of Marathon, isn't it? In Greece. Is that not right? Ready to turn your brain off? All right, I'll take over. Shut it down. We all know what Arnold said about the pump, right? What did Arnold say about the pump? And it was better than coming. Oh yeah, he did say that. Better than sex, yeah. Didn't get your pump in today, slept weird, old man back hurts, back at it tomorrow. Nice. I got my workout in today, back, tries and buys, actually. However, I was really low on energy today. It was not a great workout, but, you know, it was better than nothing. Apparently the Blue Jays hitting coach got some dragon toys to inspire the hitters, and now the Blue Jays don't suck. And there's a cute wee plush dragon in the dugout. Mariners were playing the Blue Jays recently. They're playing the Marlins now. I watched that whole game last night. They lost in the 10th. The Marlins have the dumbest home run celebration ever. You know how like the Mariners, they hit a home run, they have like their trident that they raise up when they like get in the dugout? You know what the Marlins do when they fucking hit a home run? They get handed a sign that says the Marlins the fishermen, or that they just hold it up as they walk through the. Yeah, we swept you guys as they walk through the dugout. It was like the dumbest home run celebration I'd ever seen. Like they're just holding up a sign that was like, you know, like a homeless person, can I have food sign? like change, anything helps, please, God bless. Like, it's really weird. Hey, got through Aerith for the 2-second time. All right, hopefully get some good luck on the crossing here. Last call for the gamble. Get your bottom swell bet in there, guys. Get out of there, dude. Come on. Get out of there. Up north, please. North more, please. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go for that. Good, he swept around that way again. That actually worked out pretty well. Not bad, not bad. All considering. And a nice FMV scoop. Or cutscene scoop, GG. But, you know, we get that in the PB, but we get a third try bio, which is a minute slower than a first try. So what I want to see today is a first try 50-50 bio. As we're already ahead of WR if I just get a 50-50, guys. That's all we need. And then just have the similar run as on Monday and GG. Game, set, blouses. Hold on there, Scholar. Thanks for the follow. How you doing? Having a good hump day so far. How are you? Fine. Glad to hear that. My cat Abby, since you're new here, say hi. Da, na, na, na. The Abster. Well, if we get lucky, we could get a 1 encounter crossing instead of a 2, which I'm sure we get in the PB. Ways to go, but probably over halfway there. Got the same crossing, we'd make it. Go. Go. Make it. Just do it. Very nice. Okay. Well, combine that with the first try bio, and I think we're 2 minutes ahead of pace, guys. That's all we need to WR there. Sell. Let's write the Talon. Boom, boom. Ether. Buy 131. Get out of here. All Gucci. Should have known I didn't need to heal. Those kind of things I need to eliminate. That's a 3-second time loss. That was dumb. But I wasn't looking if I took damage enough to heal. That's my fault. Come on, bio. Would love to see this. I just want to know what the time save is in the splits, you know. I want to know what the time save is versus a first versus a third again. Okay, didn't get it. Thanks, RNG. 50-50. At least give me the second. Second isn't too much worse than a first. If I have another third, I'm just gonna be very unhappy. It's like I wanted to understand the time save. Damn it. Come on, man. That just sucks. Well, I better not miss this. Third 50-50, 1 out of 8 chance of misses. God, just awful, dude. Come on, man. Well, that fucking blows. So we're actually gonna lose time to a very bad bottom swell now. And really have no choice but to start chucking grenades. Damn. What could have been, we had a great start, and then this just went full stop. Fuck you. Damn, that's too bad. Well, the run could die here now, chat. You might be looking at a run death right here. Very unfortunate. As there went Tifa, she's dead. Man, I mean, come on, dude. I just wake up in the morning, I just want to do a run, and then it literally die to bottom swell. It's just like so ridiculous. You never see this. That's 0 for 6 on bios now. Just disaster fight. Like that, I might as well reset actually. This is so bad. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys. Like a 6-try bio is gonna lose me minutes of time. That's just some of the worst luck you'll ever see here. So, you know, you get up, you hope for the best. We got the worst, unfortunately. Too bad. I'm gonna have to rebuy grenades after this. Like, I'm gonna have to shop. We obviously don't normally shop after this. I'll have no choice. Still not even out of the fight. If red dies, MK's fucked for my lucky 7 strat. Again, I probably have to reset here. If, the fight's over now. He lived. But, I mean, Jesus Christ. Saved time? That's because the world map was so much better. That's because the world map was better. We got like 2 less encounters, actually. So we saved 4 seconds on a 6th try bio. That indicates I have an over 2-minute time save just on bottom swell, guys. Is what that actually indicates. And so I should be 3 minutes ahead just on bottom swell. On a average run. Average. I mean, that was just a catastrophe to do that to me. Very offended right now. Yeah, I mean, the run's not dead, but like, I can so easily see how to be 3 minutes ahead every run now. That's just like so frustrating. The RNG was like 1 in 256 bad to make that, just erase all of that. That's just, it's like, you know what the run can be now, and you're just pissed off at it. But obviously indicates how free this WR is. It is going to be a very easy thing for us to do. As we need 90 seconds, we've already found 3 minutes just in the first 2 hours, so go us. Now let's go find another free 90 seconds somewhere else. So make it even easier on us next run when we don't get a cursed bottom swell, you know? What can you do? But, you know, that shows I'm just caring more about the world map and making sure I'm not doing things that are just kind of lazy. And, you know, even with the worst bottom swell you could ever imagine in your life, I saved time on it. Versus a 3rd try, which is like an average, no, it's below average bottom swell. But, you know, that's just trying harder is all that is. Cloud spins, gamble up. Well, thank you, sir. Get your bets in, guys, for the cloud spin gamble. What do I even want to do? Like, fuck my grenade count, man. I'm not going to buy more grenades. If we run out and like the fight, we lose a bunch of time in the fight. That'll just be the run then. As I'm refusing to go shopping again. There's no way I'm doing that. If we die to it, we die to it. That's just what you have to do going for WRs. You can't like play safety and go do a backup shop because bottom swell was the worst ever. Like, that's just not on the cards. So. This is what it is. Hope for the best on Genova Birth now. Bad Child, FF7. Alright, that's it for the top. I seem to remember the Cloud spins was pretty fast, I think I remember, but I kind of forget how the fight went. I know Cloud died in the fight at the end of it, and I had to use my Phoenix down, which I wasn't very happy about. It didn't matter in the end. You know, I would have had to lose time to Phoenix downing Cloud in the shop after Costa del Sol. That does mean you lose a little bit of time to that. And someone normally doesn't die, so you would hope maybe we could save time on the Genova life section. Hey, Hero, good to see you, man. That goes okay. It was going great until Bottom Swallow just bent me over and did me pretty fucking dirty on a 6th try bio. But I still saved time to it somehow. How are you doing? So, whatever. And every day I have off, I think about looking at the filter stuff, and it's like the next thing on the to-do list, and I can't get to it. I will get to it soon, Hero. I appreciate you. I went on a really big hike yesterday, so I ended up not doing the filter stuff. Finishing up work for the day, lifting. Yeah, I got an arm workout in the gym today too. It was rough, dude. I was so tired. Like, my energy levels were just on the floor. Yeah, I got your number. I know where you're at exactly. 8675309. Hero's number. Oh, it's so fine. Got a new light on our Abby cam too. Check it out. Illuminated Abby. Man, she looks good. NAD and B12 are great peptides if you ever need more energy. I do creatine with my coffee in the morning, but you know, the lack of energy was because the day before I did a vicious hike, like, you know, insane difficulty. You know, I'm gonna be low on energy, but do you think that could help that? I feel like peptides are a fad. You hear about them all the time right now. Do you really believe in them? You don't think it's just like a influencer kind of fad kind of thing? Peptide? Who else in chat takes peptide? Never looked into it, actually. You view them the same, just marketed stuff to make money? Yeah, they have been around forever, totally. Yeah, but the influencer sales gimmick shtick is definitely new. Gives it a bad name, yeah. I do creatine, I do whey protein, and when I was in college, I took endotestosterone. And gained 30 pounds in 3 months. Won't be doing that as an adult, but I do take supplements, and I would consider adding new stuff in if I actually felt like it might make a noticeable energy difference. So you take peptides and B12. Oh, maybe I'll look into it too. Here, enjoy the Abby cam while I hit the restroom. med spa, so that's your wheelhouse. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oops. No, I hit down. Oh, good. It took it. I didn't hear the down beep. And I thought I said do it again, which would be a 30-second time lock. But crisis averted. Creatine helps you pack water into your muscles. Yeah, I know the benefits of creatine. You know, now that I think about it, I used to take amino acids in college, actually. So yeah, I have done that. I mean, I know the value of it. And you're right, that could be something I could consider adding back in, for sure. Let's see that 4 1/4 spins today for the time save. You know what we got yesterday? Any idea? Oop. I did not talk to him. Was that right? It was 10 yesterday? I don't remember it being that high. But yeah, there could be some time save here. Just on the minigame being faster in RNG. So that's exciting, and maybe we get a good, you know, a better Genova birth fight for some reason with extra bravers. I don't know. Oh yeah, 1075 and 925. That's right. Yeah, that's totally correct. I guess I was muted, sorry. Yeah. Didn't mean to. Sorry about that. I was saying, what a nice number. 7.777 spins. Very appropriate. That's gotta be good luck, right? Gotta be a sign of good luck. Yeah, congratulations, winners. Speaking of winners, I was gonna go play poker last night. I actually did. I did it online though. I didn't do it in person. Maybe I go tonight and do some IRL poker play. Kind of fiending for it right now. Take some old men's money, you know? Feels good sometimes. At Ale and A, they used to have a poker room. They got rid of it. It's not popular enough. I gotta go to the center. Yeah, the tribal casinos at the center have a poker. They're very tiny casinos. They're like super tiny. Tiniest you've ever seen in your life. But one of them's only poker. Another one's only like Japanese games. Another one's like, I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 of them just clustered up in the center. Ever make it out to Longview yet? No, not yet, actually. Where is Longview? Is that north of Seattle? I actually don't know. Up north your way? I don't know. Maybe I haven't. I don't know it. Why do you ask? Is something in Longview is like worth checking out? Or... Okay. And now for the menu and then the preamp setup. I believe they have nightlife. Not like P-Town or the Couve, but okay, stuff to do. Interesting. Come on, fight. Where are you? Yeah. Huh, check it out for the night scene. Yeah, I'll check it out. Appreciate the recommendation. Alright, lots of Bravers, por favor. We're on 3. I'd love to see 3 in this fight. Remember, we might be low on grenades due to the bottom swell disaster. So keep that in mind. One on Dork Nasty. How you doing? Okay, we need this to miss, or it's the worst opening you can get. Okay. That is now the best opening you can get. That's a much better outcome. That miss sucked. Hit him again, please. Thank you. Okay. Braver number 5. Give me that one more in this fight, and we're in business here for a very good Genova bird. Boom. Nice high roll, 312. Filling after a long stint of cleaning your youngest child's room. Patience is gone, though, I bet. Okay, 1 tail laser. That's fast. I like fast. Not a Braver, though. Need another laser on Cloud. 1 on Cloud. 1 on Cloud. That should be Cloud. No more on Cloud. Okay. And only 2 lasers that time. That's good. Indicative that maybe saving time over the PB, you know, could have done 3. I think we had a lot of 3 in the PB. Cloud dies in this fight in the PB as well. That misses. Great fight. Ooh, wow. Well, I don't even know if we're going to save time, but you couldn't draw this fight up any better. Wow, yeah, save some time to it. 10, 15 seconds. Let's go. Ten segundos. Very nice fight. A minute in the green. All we need is 30 more seconds, chat. That's it. This will be an easy thing to get. However, now we have to contend with the fact in the PB, we get 2 right arms, guys. You heard me right. We get both right arms. You know what would be pretty nice is what I would love to see today is we're probably not going to get 2 right arms, right? What I would love to see is get the skip of the first bomb and just eliminate that entire encounter for like 15 to 20 seconds of time save. That's what I would love to see. And then whether or not we get the right arm on the next bomb, because you have to do one of the fights. You can skip either one, not both. Ideally, we get that skip for time save and we get the steal, or if we don't get the steals, since we got the skip, we don't really hurt as much by not getting the right arm, right? So that would be a nice outcome here. And then if for some reason we skip it and we get the steal, that's even better. So get your bets in on the right arm gamble, guys. 9% chance. We'll probably go for it twice, maybe 4 times. You hope I get 2 and you lose your points, huh? Find out here. Oh, no need to Phoenix down Cloud today. That's great. Just a little cure. Good enough. Oh, nice. Preemptive on the crossing. If we can get a no extra encounter, this would be excellent. As I think we were egged in the PB. Pretty likely to make this. Maybe like actually coin flip to make it. Too bad. That's an extra encounter. Well, maybe not. We might have gotten through. Good escape. One, two, three, four, five. Fight right there. A nice preemptive fight next. right about her. Cockatolus booty. Thunder Kiss booty. Those enemies. The Curse of Shark Week is always on time. Oh no. You were so optimistic today about the shrimp or the scallops. I'm so sorry to hear that. Blood in the water, huh? Happy on Cloud, that's a limit. Nice. I mean, not a huge deal, but that'll save me a laser in the laser fight. As I'm not gonna have to get the bravery, he's already got one. It's not the kiddo, it's the cycle. Got him by the cycle. Baseball, that's a good thing. And relationships, not so much. Hitting the cycle, different connotation. Come on, right arm. Calling for the right arm, huh, Tash? Okay, good luck. I hope I get it too, so I don't lose 40 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could have a better laser fight. I forget how it went. I don't know if Tifa had really bad manips or something. I think we had bad manips fights yesterday, didn't we, guys? Wasn't it like 0 for 5 and then 0 for 4? Didn't she just blow it? Or am I misremembering? You're banking on Tifa? Got all her bad RNG out of the way yesterday. 2 days ago. But here we go. I'm gonna try to skip the first fight. Okay. I wanted to do as fast as possible and not any extra, just so we don't lose more time in trying to skip it. So here you go. We got this first try yesterday. Okay. So we'll give it one more shot. Well, she gave me a non-flea. I'm going for a third and didn't get it. That's unfortunate because I'm gonna do a third. I want it. Oh, I got the encounter skip. I have not gotten that one yet, and that one was sexy as fuck. That was a 2-frame in and out. So that was what I wanted, guys. We got the one skip, and then if I get the encounter skip, because that's time saved then like, you know, it doesn't hurt as much to not get the instant kill to dying. It's 1400 damage. Molotovs do 350, so instead of throwing 4 at him, it's 40 seconds faster actually to steal that, but it's only 9%. So when you get it, you're really excited, and we got 2 of them in the PB. Nope. Oh, damn. That was a really good menu, then I over-exited. That's too bad. Really good until then. Cancel it. But yeah, the skip was, I have not gotten that skip yet, so that was excellent. Let's see. So yesterday we threw the first one on dying, so we're gonna lose 30 to 40 seconds there, depending on how the laser fight goes. Well, no, I split lasers, so yeah, we'll lose 30 seconds minimum on dying. That's just how it's gonna go, guys. So hopefully we can save in the laser fight and it doesn't really hurt too bad. And then the Demon's Gate fight is where I threw the second for a very quick start to the fight. So if we don't have that, we can expect to lose time in DG. Next gamble up, long, dying, counter, or bust. Yeah, it's just 50-50 on if he counters at the end, so pick a side, chat, doesn't matter. A good menu in prison. So it doesn't matter what order I do transform and manip. I've been doing that different and slowly. I can do that better. And enjoy your picturesque gondola ride. Just submitted for tomorrow off snow. Mow the lawn early and take a nice bath with Berry White and dust out the lavender candle. Yeah. What are you taking it off for? Just feel overworked, or gonna be a nice day, or just feeling like it? What's up? Need a pamper day? Oh. Snow leopard's gonna go to Ulta, get a pedicure. They're gonna have a snow leopard day. They'll get their pompadour touched up, you know. Ulta prices, nar. Oh yeah, they're pretty spendy. You know, your wife knows. She's an Ulta maniac. A woman's best friend and Ulta in life. Very true, I think. My last ex-girlfriend did very much the same way. Loved Ulta. You feel that your wife has an Ulta credit card and you're almost positive? That's when you really love Ulta. Yeah. Yeah. Got a girl named Minna that does them way better. God, an Ulta credit card. Yeah, even Snow knows how dangerous that is. Like, yeah. Frieza, damn, quite the zoom in there. Like into his eye pupil. Not only for her, but for you too. You finally found a pomade you're gonna use forever. Oh yeah? Which one is it? When I had hair, I did have a pomade. I like I forget what brand actually. Ruzel pomade smells so fucking good. No, 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 no. You can pull off that Vegeta look and it's not sticky. Yeah, but you do it better than Vegeta because he's got like too much forehead. You pull it off better because like you don't have that forehead thing. Vegeta's forehead's like the Grand Canyon of foreheads. It's huge. You know, you at least wouldn't. It's like, you know, when you look at him, it's not the hair you notice, it's the head. A gigantic gap. Yo, Gamer Dad, thank you. You're more like the Yamcha Saiyan saga here, without being dead, yeah. Wait, isn't Yamcha bald? I'm trying to remember, which one's Yamcha? I actually have to see a picture of Yamcha. Remind me which one's Yamcha. Is he the tiny one? I know Tien, hold on. No, he's got a scar on his face, okay. So he's not bald, actually. Yeah, he's got black. I know, I can picture him now. I can picture his hair. The long-haired dude looking up to Bulma. You might think I'm the world's biggest Dragon Ball fan, which I am. I love Dragon Ball, but I've never really like watched them studiously. I enjoy them, and they kind of passively wash over me. Yeah, like a knockoff Goku, totally. His weaknesses are women, and anyone stronger than Krillin. You know, Krillin's not like a pussy. It's just compared to super beings, he's a pussy. You know, Krillin's actually a pretty strong dude. Among mere mortals, he's probably one of the strongest. And he bagged 18. He's got that going for him too. Yeah, he's weak to Robo Pussy. Ain't he the strongest human in the universe? I mean, yeah, that's my point. Like, they're strong. Oh, oops. You that and that. Strip. You get the manipulator, transform. Cloud. Not my best menu there, but we'll make it work and go. OOB is stronger than Krillin. Hold on, who's that? OOB. Oh no! Oh no! I gotta force this. I bet I can walk there and back. Okay, this will be an interesting walk, guys. So check this out. Hope that didn't affect anything. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2. Whoo! And in the door. I hope I did a full 22 there. I might do a little bit extra. So I was supposed to force that at a specific spot above so I can walk exactly 22 to the door. I actually forgot that. A little bit of lack of focus there. Thinking about Yamcha got me. GT doesn't count. I knew I liked you, Nerdad. I agree. GT doesn't count. I mean, it does, but not to me. Not GT. It doesn't end in Z. I like you too. Yeah. You too. You're allowed to stay. The sub though, Gamer Dad. She's getting more and more curled up as the day goes on. Yeah, I don't like GT either. I'm not a fan of it. Mostly I don't like it for the rosation. The first time I watched it and I learned about the new Super Saiyan form, and I learned that their choice of name was Rosé. I'm going Super Saiyan Rosé. It's like, get the fuck out of here. The dumbest name I've ever heard in my life. So stupid. They could have called it anything but that, and it would have been an improvement. Is that super? Alright, it still sucks. Sorry. I don't care. Oh, they're already on to Super Saiyan 4 by then? I mean, well, I hope those steps worked out. That could have been an issue. Let's see here. I didn't force it at the right spot, guys. I don't think it will be, but I hopefully got all 22 steps in. It was a little hard to count that in that weird spot. I'm going to assume I did. No encounter, please. 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 Continue the no encounter-ish. Continue no encounters, please. Please? No encounters? Please? One more screen? No encounters? Keep going. Looks like I walked enough. And now, Tifa, hit the manip. Hit the manip, please. Come on, girly. First try, please. Damn it. I really wanted that. It's too bad. Come on, Tifa. Don't make me get mad at you today. So this will be a fairly good laser fight. I think she missed laser quite a bit last time, and this is the 8th. I'm done now. I don't need to like double laser it here. We're already in and out. was my fault. I actually was thinking I needed a Molotov, but a grenade worked. Okay, and this will be a good split, I bet. Ah, golded it and saved us 23 seconds. Just what I was hoping, guys. Some of that is the encounter skip that I got. And so that'll mean when we lose 30 seconds here, which we're guaranteed to lose, it's not going to hurt that bad. So there you go. I was better enough that it's like not going to matter. Because most runs we're not going to get it. So we just need to rise above for this section and just be better. So that's how it's got to go. You got to save it in the laser fight. It's like 1 in 5 runs we get a right arm. That's about it. And if she hits a first try manip, we save time versus a right arm, actually. So that's nice. And a minute 23. Well, at that point, we would only need 7 more seconds to WR. That's how close we are at this point. But we know we're going to lose 30. And it could be 40, depending on if he countered or not. I'm not sure. Or if he counters. I don't think he countered in the PB, so if he does, it'd be a 40-second time loss. 30 if he decides not to, guys. Also, the first turn will affect it, too. He got a first turn last time. So here we go. How much time are we losing? Show me the money. Should be a first turn. Good. At least we got that. Nice miss, idiot. You're shooting a gun and I'm right in front of you. That's hard to do. Barrett's a big boy. Another miss? Wow. It's like he's being nice to me today. It's actually quite odd. Okay. Next one's the final. Oh no, that was the final. He's gonna counter. Damn it. We're gonna lose the full 30 seconds then. Bad. Would have been actually more like 25 seconds if he hadn't countered. So it's not a full 30. It's only 25. That's nice. Hey Kaiser, how you doing? All right, so we'll have a good stinger skip, guys. And then did we get egged on? Yeah, we got egged on Big Guard, didn't we? I think that's a big time save, guys. Not getting egged. You guys remember if I got egged or not? On Monday? I think I remember one. 25%. That's about a 30-second time loss. That's not insignificant. And that's not very common. That's a 25% chance. So we could save a beautiful 30 almost coming up immediately if we just don't get unlucky. In Cosmo Canyon, I don't really expect any time saver loss. Like maybe the manips at a Tifa and the Death Sentence fight weren't good. I don't actually remember how those manips went. I feel like it went fine, like first time. So we'll just have to hope for a good fight. Really interesting to see how much free time save there is still in this PD. A ton of free time save still. Okay. Forget Rama. What, did you win the gamble, JC? Let's get another one for the egg on the beach if we don't. That'll be a big moment. That's a 30-second time save, guys. I think, for sure. And it's only 25%, so it's a nice bet. Gamble up. All right, get your bet in, guys. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Trying too hard, Burb. Just slow down, man. Thanks for pushing me. That beak into booty, pushing me forward. What a guy. What a nice guy. On purple Urple for second. Well, he's in the last right now, which is kind of a good sign, actually. A courtesy cock in the ass, if you will. Yeah. Just perking you up a little bit, you know? How are you doing? How are you doing? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, a little beak in your booty does that. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on? That's why we call him best friend. I think I forgot to put Kate in and I had to do it on the world map. So like that's like 2-3 second, you know, time loss. Those little things, you know, I'm hoping to clean up today. A little lazy. That's called laziness time loss. Paid the laziness tax. Lost 3 seconds. L-Town, I know. That's what Monday's run was. Lazy. Purple second? Oh, nice. Well, that is a not lazy run. You actually do the fucking thing. Okay, no egg, please. Come on. And it was a pretty fast encounter, and there's an egg! Alright, whatever. At least we're not going to notice it, I guess. But that's, again, 25%. Very unfortunate. Unlucky. And it should have been a 30-second time save. But that's too bad. This run's been a very unlucky run. Bottom swell 1, 0 for 6 on bio until we hit one. An egg here. No right arm. It's just been a better exit. Oh, back-to-back eggs. Fuck you, game. That is so maddening. So instead of hoping for better, we're given a double fuck you and got 2 eggs today. Fuck this. This has been one of the worst RNG runs I've had in a while, actually, now. Absolutely atrocious run now. And the fact we're in the green still is pretty remarkable. It just means we're trying harder today, as we do not deserve to be. This run's been blowing RNG-wise from pretty much start to finish. Bad guard Scorpion, too, to start the run. Tifa's sucking balls here. Can't hit him in nip for her life. This has been a really bad 7-day, honestly. That's too bad. That's a 1 out of 16 to get that fight again, by the way. That's how fucked up that is. You know, you gotta get up in the morning and just try. And today, 7 definitely not helping. Today, the game is definitely trying to make this as difficult as possible. Okay. Your do. Now we'll see how that all went on obviously the guy in a talk fight, but that was a double egg that you sure don't ever want to see in your run. As I probably lost an additional 30 seconds then. That's just so fucked up. That's what happened. Thanks, egg. FF7 just wants you to get your protein, my guy. Get my eggs in me. I actually bought a bunch of eggs last night from Costco. So you know what? I'm in an egg kind of mood right now. I had 2 eggs last night before bed just for a little extra protein, actually. So yeah, I'm enjoying eggs lately. You got 2 18 packs for 3 each. These are hard-boiled eggs, though. And do an egg and grilled chicken bowls for your morning protein. Wow, that's a good way to start your day, man. I do a protein shake in the morning. That's how I start off the day. And whatever I'm having for breakfast. That's really my only morning protein, other than milk. A fried egg on toast is your start. 60 to 70 grams of your daily allotment, and just in your first breakfast. Wow, that's a heavy ass breakfast. 60 to 70 gram breakfast is crazy, and I love it. You're a big breakfast guy, small lunch. I'm a small lunch guy, bigger breakfast, bigger dinner, actually. I kind of gradually increase throughout the day. How about you guys? How do you do your meals? All right, enjoy the observatory. You're back in 1 minute. Eating all day, every day, that's a good approach. Here, enjoy Abby while I'm running off. Breakfast like a king, lunch like a noble, dinner like a beggar. I've heard that before, yeah. Alright, we got Stinger Skip coming up here. Ooh, Red's tail. Glitched out there. You're trying to bulk up a bit? Yeah, with your protein intake, I bet. I can tell. You do stupid caveman workouts? What do you mean by that? A caveman workout. All heavyweight shit. Well, that's what well, that's not all I do. I do some low weight stuff. Mostly I do high weight, low rep though. Definitely not for abs. Biceps, I don't do that for. I find it impossible to get sore on biceps with high weight. I have to do high rep. Otherwise, it's just impossible to get them sore. So what I'll do is really high weight and then really high rep, reduce the weight in the same back-to-back, like without any rest, you know. Just I find works. At least I can get sore that way. Like I go to failure, then I immediately drop the weight and then rep it out like 40 times. It's kind of my typical bicep like set. The only muscle group I do that with, though, everything else is just high weight. And that's about it. You do 4 to 6 reps max, then cut it 40% and do 1 set to fail. 30 seconds, 1 set to fail. Yeah. That was kind of similar to what I do. More results with that than your previous. Enjoying it. Nice. As long as you're having fun, that's all it's about. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Skip coming up after the next fight. Obviously cannot fail or the run is dead. Only had to fail 1 time lately though. And I did a dumb thing. So let's just not do dumb things. Should be okay. Much faster force there. And we didn't get a very fast flee. If I can get a fast flee here, that would be a lot of nice time save. Like, just flee after this. Come on. Okay. I do as fast as I can. That was a very fast stinger skip, too. Excellently done. Very expert. 1, 2, 3, and fucking go. Okay. That was a vicious stinger skip. Hard to see it done better than that. Hopefully we get a good manip here. Oh, that was an attack out of Tifa. Oh well. My bad, my bad. At least we'll get another. Oh, punch you in the face. Nice. Oh. Tifa. Tifa. Tifa, a minute, please. Please. Cloud's limit getting in the way. My fucking weight tricking. Come on now. I want better RNG than this bullshit we've been getting, dude. You cast it on red, like that could have been on Cloud. This run has sucked so badly. And yeah, we're still massively ahead. Like, it's just ridiculous to see. Just like how bad the RNG is and then still in the green. It's like laughable today. I so just want to throw this run out and just restart. I mean, even though I am massively ahead. Like, I hate this run. It's been awful. It's like every time I save time, the run says, nope! I'm taking that time back because I want it back with awful RNG. That's what happened there. Very frustrating. If we get a first turn, I wouldn't lose much time at least. That is a first turn. No, they're doing fire too. There you go. That should save time on a better session. Can you imagine, guys, when we don't get 2 eggs and that fucked up Death Sentence fight? Just think about that. Think about how bad that entire section was. 2 eggs back to back. Every RNG thing in that segment was awful. There was not a single positive outcome. As all that's in that segment is, were you egged? Yes, twice. How did your Death Sentence fight go? Terribly. And yet, still ahead by almost 40 seconds. Like, we probably can save a minute and a half just in this segment when the RNG isn't awful. Have you never heard of odds, Baloney? You sure used Twitch for a long time. But it was a great run. It was like a 23-minute PB. So it was an excellent run. So what kind of fucked up shit's gonna happen as we go to MK then? Like, what is the worst RNG outcome that could happen? I don't believe there's a pincer. So at least it can't fuck me that way. There's a chance for a pincer on the way to Rocket Town. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it today. Not a very common one at all either. Well, here we go. Time for MK, guys. which I remember was a pretty decent MK, but like I think red missed a mini or a bio or something. That was about it. So, first real big bad boss. Here we go. Oh yeah, we can try to go for the menu skip, which I do not get in the PB. So that would be times it of the second fight here. I thought I had that. I hit that button right when it occurred. Well, no different than yesterday. Done. Fight. Nice preemptive. Okay. Okay, range exchange is going down to red. That goes to there. Aerith to there. Red, you were getting poison. Okay. Oh yeah, and all. Okay, stats, you are 1445, so we're totally good to go. Oh, good menu and right into the fight. Hopefully we get some good RNG here. Come on, Tifa, don't fail us. Sure would be like you to miss this, though. Okay. $96. Okay. Rinse and repeat. No different than yesterday, but come on, Red. Don't make us like another miss. I'm not going to be very happy. 50-50 here. We've already had 1 for 6 bio on bottom spell, right? Fuck that. Just quite annoying here. Damn it, man. This run has sucked so bad. The RNG. I'm just cackling at the fact we're in the green. Because this has been a bullshit run. Just such, we're awful. RNG is incredible how bad it is today. Everywhere we go, just bullshit. Double eggs, double fuck yous, you know, just like, oh my goodness. What in heaven's name is going on? And it kills Tifa with a crit! Lovely RNG. Phenomenal. That's great. Fucking great. Wow. Oh, and kills her and the run's dead. All right, well, we were not meant to be today, guys. I am very happy at this that MK killed the run, as there was nothing I could do about it. So, GG. I get to throw it away and be rid of this nightmare. Ay, ay, ay. One of the worst runs I have seen in my time running 7. So I appreciate him killing it, as I gotta go lay by the pool for the rest of the day now and take a half day off. So, you know, I am very happy that that's actually how this went, as this run sucked. However, you know the great takeaway? That this world record is not only free, it's like, it's a bad WR, so. As I think we'll be 3 to 4 minutes in the green on a decent run. Just a decent run. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed today. This was nightmare fuel. And tomorrow, I sure hope we just get not awfulness everywhere we go, as that was today. 0 for 6 bio bottoms. Well, no right arm. Terrible Tifa manips. Double egged on the beach. Crit, you know, tiny chance of a crit on Tifa to kill her on what was a bad fight. 4 missed bios, you know. Bad death sentence manips. That was over 4 or something before she got one. I mean, everything in that run sucked. Bad guard scorpion to start. I started 20 seconds in the red and just took it. The only good outcome out of all of that was we got the 50-50 playground skip. Was the only good thing in 3.5 hours today. But I mean, that is 90 seconds. But so not meant to be. I consider not streaming today, as tired as I was. So in a way, I'm really happy to take a half day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I got an encounter skip on the bridge. That's not RNG. That's me rising above how shitty the RNG is today. And the takeaway was one of the worst runs we've seen, and I was ahead of it. Incredible, incredible. Great takeaway to have, but how about tomorrow we get some better RNG, huh? Thanks for hanging, guys. I'm P-Town. I'm out of here. I think I'm going to enjoy the pool and the sun. I'll catch you guys then. Longer day tomorrow. Today is just a half day just today. And back to the normal 8-hour schedule tomorrow. So have a good one, guys. I'm P-Town. You guys rock. Peace out.